Good day. Welcome back to my channel for those of you that are returning. Welcome to my channel for those of you that are new. Appreciate you guys for all the views on the first video on Luke Schoolmaker. That was very well received. We had some good chat about it on the Cowboys websites, a couple people down in the Discord, and a few people in the comments right here. So I appreciate you guys all very much for your support. The discussion back and forth was great. We had really good conversations about Luke Schoolmaker. And today we're going on and we're going to take a look at Utah tight end Dalton Kincaid. And I imagine we're going to have some really good conversations about Kincaid as well because his tape is impressive to watch. And there's a lot to talk about: strengths, weaknesses. He's a really good tight end for today's NFL. So let's go ahead and pop in the tape, see what we got.
So we're going to kick off our review of Dalton Kincaid, this game against Oregon. See, they start out in this bunch look. This was a concept that they used a ton. They ran a few different things off of it. I actually enjoyed watching what they were doing with it. So it's set up by this wide receiver motion. And they started just by going ahead and running a little zone to the opposite side of where the receiver was motioning. And let's see how our boy Kincaid is handling this. So the first thing we take a look at is stance, just like we did in our previous video. Chest is up, eyes are straight forward, so that's great. That sets him up to be able to move in any direction, ready to snap at the ball. However, we talked about depth and direction with that first step when we were doing our earlier reviews. It's very important with tight ends. It's important, period. If you're blocking, you want to take a step in the direction that you're trying to head, and you also want to get some depth, and then you want that second step to be able to provide some punch, right? Now, Dalton, unfortunately, if we take a look, you see that step? That's not what we're talking about. He takes a short step, almost completely laterally. So that doesn't really do him much good. And then as we continue moving forward, you see he's shuffling his feet, and there's no punch. You see, he reaches up and grabs right away. And if you look at his hands, that is holding in the league. That's a penalty. You're not gonna get away with that. I mean, you get away with holding tons in the league, but you're gonna get called more often than not. See, look, he's still holding. That's gonna get called on you once you get to the league. So that's gotta get cleaned up. Now to the next play, we see again. Here's our bunch look again. Now it's a different formation because remember before our quarterback was back here, but now he's on the center. But it's the same concept, just out of a different formation, which is something you typically see out of offenses, right? So here we go. We're gonna move it forward. What do we get? We get that motion. We talked about that. So this is something that they're setting up, and I really did enjoy watching this. So they're gonna run the motion. Again, we're just gonna run off of that for now. But again, let's go back and really watch what it is we're looking for. So here's our guy. Let's see what he's doing. He automatically gets some direction. And now right here, my issue right here is that there's no awareness. You're looking to get in the fray or in the mix with a bunch of guys who are already blocked. If he had a little more awareness and saw this guy and made this block, he would have popped his running back. You block this guy, so your running back now is going up the field for a bigger gain. But because you didn't see that, still a modest gain. No, nobody's going to complain. But when you go back and look at film, you need to be able to see where you could have capitalized. So now here we are, public screen, into the line of scrimmage. Got a little play action, pass pro. Now here's the thing with college tight ends, you're not going to see a ton of pass pro. So we're not going to overanalyze it. They double teamed the guy, they kept him in front of him. It's a win, right? We'll take that. So moving on. Now you see he's in the slot. And this is where my man gets used a lot. He's in the slot or he's lined up as a tight end. We don't see him in the backfield, much like some of the other tight ends. But there's a reason this guy lines up as a receiver a lot. He's a great receiving weapon. So let's see what he does on the first chance to line up in the slot. He runs his out route, and you're gonna see this out route is something that he runs so beautifully. I think I probably got 3 or 4 examples of it. So here you go. He's gonna get straight forward. his weight's going the right direction. He gets straight for it at the snap of the ball. This is threatening. If you're this DB, you have to respect all three of these directions. He can go anywhere right now, right? But watch what happens. He sticks his foot in, and you see the head turn the same time as his waist. I mean, he doesn't take any time to get his eyes around to that quarterback. And the quarterback knows it. You can see these guys take tons of reps with this route, and it is just money. But here's what I really like. Look at the catch point. Even though this DB's up on him, and he's able to close that gap, you're catching this with your hands. No DB's going to be able to get that. Beautifully run route. So now here we are, tight to the line of scrimmage again. And this. So you're going to realize there are going to be two words I use a lot when I'm talking about Dalton. One is going to be hands because he has hands. The other is going to be effort. My man hits the deck here right away, hits the deck. But watch what he does. Look how he reacts. Jumps up and immediately presents a target to his quarterback. Hey, I'm right here. I got you if you need me, right? Beautiful. But what's more, he catches this ball and immediately turns upfield looking for more yards. This guy's yak is off the chain. Takes the contact and he has every right to signal a first down because he earned that. Supreme effort, supreme effort. Every time you turn on the film, this dude does not just leave yards out there on the field. He works for everything he gets. See, oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? We have our bunch look again. Let's see what we're going to run out of it this time. Now, you see, here comes our receiver again. But now we got these guys going in motion with him. So let's see what we get. So the receiver has the ball, and our man is lead blocking. Now, right here, he makes a great decision. You see, he leaves this guy alone. You got to be able to trust that your receiver can beat this man. Where are we looking? We want to block this guy. And he does a phenomenal job setting the edge and getting his receiver a few extra yards. This was an absolutely perfectly executed lead block. I have no qualms with this, especially since he's not even a blocking tight end. Let's be honest. This was well done, very well executed. Okay, so here we go. We see we have a reduced split. Now, what we're gonna see here is how well he uses his hands. He's dealing with a defender right in his face. So we're looking at a first level release, and he does a great job. He gives him a little jab step, gets that left hand over, chops that down, and he is gone. See, so he has the inside if he is going to receive this pass. However, the quarterback made a different read, and that's perfectly fine. But you can see he ran his route as well as you would want him to. Now, look at this. Look where he's motioning. We got our bunch look. He motioned into the bunch. It didn't start there, but he motioned there. So what do you think we're going to get now? Our receiver's going over here. This is it. This was good offensive play design by Oregon. And now this time, what do we have? Are we setting up our run again? Actually, no. Play action. And look, you now have one of the best tight ends in the nation about to catch the ball in space. You couldn't have set that up any better. And this guy, like I say, I like the word foot when I talk about him. Look at this. If you go down right here, there isn't a coach in the world that's going to be mad at you. But he kept his feet. He carried three more defenders with him up the field. Supreme, supreme, supreme levels of effort. This is a football player's football play. Like you gotta love watching this. Now we're tight to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's on the center. We're gonna get a little motion here. And here we go again. This run block, and we're gonna get this from another angle. This run block, I'm not sure if 54 thought that 86 had him or 86 thought that 54 had him, but nobody had him. He, however, had your running back in the backfield. Look at this. They block each other. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nobody receives any bonus points for that one. So let's see what we got now. Under center again, tight to the line of scrimmage. And here goes that motion. Motion back across. Gonna get a running play. Let's go backside block. Probably as good as we're gonna get from Kincaid. Let's be honest, he is not. Yeah, he leans into it. He's gonna go ahead and at least make number three feel him. He's not a blocking tight end. He's not. He's gonna get paid, and he got selected in the first round because of his ability as a receiver, and he has tons of ability as a receiver. Here goes another one. Look where our hands are. Look where our hands are. Our hands up there on those shoulders. So he's not getting punched. He's grabbing. He's gonna get himself cold for a lot of holds. Now here, he actually does a great job executing this fake because you see they fake the handoff to the running back, so he's pretending like he's doing that block again, right? But no, he fakes that because he's actually setting a lead block for his quarterback. Now he ends up on the ground here, but I won't give him too much grief over going to the ground here because you can see he's in contact with the receiver. His quarterback's grabbing him from behind. So he goes down. Not a big deal. They did pick up a first down. Now we're lined up. Are we in the slot? No, there's nobody outside of him. So it's a reduced split. Tell you about this route. Tell you about how he runs his out route. Look at him. Make the defender respect the three-way go, and he whipped his whole body and head around immediately, ready to receive the ball. It's executed to perfection. Look where he's catching the ball. Look at the catch point. So even if this guy was to close up this gap, you can't get this ball. That's a big body receiver. You can't get through him to that ball. It's an automatic 5 yards, 7 yards. He even turns it up for 8 or 9 yards if you're not on his back. This is just textbook. Everything he does as a receiver is as textbook as it gets. Look at his feet. Chop, 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 chop. Keeps the feet moving, ready to catch the ball and go. He keeps those feet moving. Now we're up at the top of the screen and at the line of scrimmage. And it's a run block again. So if I'm the Bills, my game plan doesn't involve him in the run game too often because I don't want to be behind the chains. I really don't. So if I'm the Bills, this is almost 100% receiving or running away from him, maybe letting him run some of those split zone blocks, but I'm not running behind him. Not until he gains some strength and some better technique as a run blocker. But this is what I'm doing. This pass is behind him. He's just gonna grab that. Hands. This is hands, yo. Grab it, pull it in. You see he immediately put the ball in and protected it? Grabs that, down. The ball's down already. And he's just gonna go ahead, take his contact, get his first down, make it look easy. That's why he got selected in the first round. That's why he's about to get paid. It's gonna be very exciting watching him with Stephon Diggs. I tell you that. There he goes again. So I mean, say no more. He took this hit because dude laid into him. So that's not bad. But look at this. Is he pulling? Is he pulling him there? He might be pulling him. I'm not sure. But in either case, like I said, I don't want to be behind the chains. So we're not running first and 10 on his side of the field. Not in my offense. But then there's a reason I don't run any offense. All right. So here we go. Reduce split again. And this is really where you want to see him. Look at that. I'm not sure I even need to go through it again. Let's just take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. All right, here we go. Immediately upfield. Look at this. You can't cheat down here. Because what if he just does this? It's a great stem. The stem of his route. He hits that speed, and you have to respect everything he can do. And then he whips around so fast and catches the ball away from his body. It's so automatic. And look at that reach out. So from second and 9 to third and inches. Look at that reach out. Absolutely beautiful. What do we got? What do we got? Keep your eyes out for that bunch. Let's see what they're going to do out of it this time. Of course, we get our motion. There goes again. All right, we're going to go ahead and run the ball again. This time, we got a good block from Mr. Kincaid. We certainly did. Smaller man there. Hands are on the outside, but is he holding? He can't really tell. It doesn't look like he's holding. I don't know, but in either case, it's better than some of the other ones we've seen from him. All right, lined up on the wing. Got a little motion. These guys love motion, huh? Oh, he handles this guy. That's a great block. He sprung him for a touchdown. That was a great block. Might he get? Now this depends on the referee crew. This depends on the crew. Because it doesn't seem like he was really controlling him too much. Maybe he will. Oh, right there. Right there, he might get in trouble. But again, depends on the crew. It's hard to miss it though when you're watching this guy run to the end zone. So I don't know. He might get in trouble there. But in either case, oh, this is nice. Look at this. Quick play action. And this guy bites on the play action. So we're gonna protect. We're blocking. Step out here, and then you got no chance. You got no chance to get to stop this now. Turn up field, take your contact. That's a great tackle. It's a good tackle. All right, here we go. We do split. No first level release to worry about. Are we gonna run our out route again? I think we are. I think this guy clears out and we run our out route again. Or is this the fade? No, this is the fade. So I have him running this probably 2 times in the film. He's gonna run this fade out here, and he just runs it as well as you're going to see anybody run it. It's absolutely beautiful. This guy's going to sit down on his route, and in fact, this DB actually stays with him, but he just goes ahead and creates a little separation with his arm. Let's have a look. So here he goes sitting down. Here goes his fade, and this guy's stride for stride with him. But look, this ball's already coming out. His quarterback trusts him. This ball is coming out. Look at this. Now he's out of bounds. He doesn't make the catch here, but I mean, do you see the hand? Do you see the concentration? This is a tight end, and that's a DB. Oh, he drew the flag here. I forgot about that. He drew a flag. So I mean, it's not for naught. It's not for naught at all. It's a great job, Mr. Kincaid. Great job. Look at this. Hands, yo. The boy got hands. Okay. Here we go, line up in the slot again. This might be where we get the clear out and the out route. Yeah, it is. See him? There he goes. Man, I'm gonna smoke you with that out route. If I'm Josh Allen, I'm smoking you with that out route. He runs it so beautifully. So here we go against USC. Oh, number six actually beat him a couple times like this. He thinks he has number six block. Number six just gives him a quick little juke and inside. I think it's 2 times he got him in this game with that. So that was well done by number six. I actually wonder if the coach just saw something on film and were like, yo, we can get this guy. So they took advantage of his over aggression, I guess. But they got him twice, at least twice that I recall. But here we go. This is where he shines. This is where our guy shines. So let's see what we can do against USC. All right. So we got a pass underneath. But if you look, watch the hand fighting. He does a great job. He shed this guy. I mean, he absolutely just disposed of him. And if our quarterback sees this, he has a pass up here. He absolutely has a pass up here. All right, so he's hidden behind that lineman at the top of the line. The running play, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's number six with him again. See, he and number six are fighting a lot, right? So let's see. Yep, six got to run him again. See, six got to run him again, and made a shoestring tackle. Yeah, I don't think the quarterback was going too much farther anyway. That's rising, but you'll see six gets to run him one more time. That yellow circle actually isn't mine. That was the broadcast. Yeah, Ryzen was gonna get tackled anyway. All right, here we are, lined up in the wing. And we're on the ground again. That's a big boy. He ran through him. But here's the problem. You know what? Let's look at it from the other angle. I'm going to show you what the problem is because he does it a couple times in this game. Let's take a look. See, so remember, here he is right here on the end of the line of scrimmage, right? So we're blocking this run that's going this direction. So he's trying to get on this shoulder of this lineman, right? That's where you're trying to get. So he doesn't get there. And what he does now, look at his base. Look at his base. It's going to be easy to push you over if your feet aren't where they should be. You need to get on the shoulder and you need to be square. He's not square and he just gets bowled over. So it's just his technique needs a lot of work. Needs a lot of work. But I tell you what doesn't need work. And I'm going to show you something. This right here, listen to me closely. This right here is why this guy was the #1 tight end selected in the 2023 NFL Draft. You have a tight end who is being double teamed up the seam. Look at this. You a tight end who demands this type of attention. So now, if I'm Stephon Diggs, you're not double teaming the tight end. I'll eat. Diggs will eat. So what do we do now? Let's see. Let's see him again. All right, he's gonna turn, sit. Good job. Chopping the feet. Turn, sit, and look at how he gets his head around so quickly. Automatic. But he's not done. Not done. Effort. He will fight for every inch. He will fight for every inch. Let's take a look at it from this angle. So you got to close on this guy, and you have got to wrap up because he's not going to catch it and go down. And he's not going to give you a tackle. So he runs great routes, he has great hands, and he fights after the catch. Yep, this guy, he's for real. He's legit. Like he was up to something here too. Let's see. No first level. Stamps clean. See, so he's running his fade again. He's running his fade again, but the quarterback was already in here. Not a problem. It wasn't a bad read. See, we're up there at the top of the line of scrimmage. Run play, nothing really to speak of. Could he have done a better job? Certainly. That run wasn't going anywhere, but he definitely could have done a better job. He doesn't look all that interested in really blocking that play. So this was another play now, shortly after that. And you see, this was where I was showing you we see it again. So this run is going this way. This is the guy, this is who you're concerned about. You need to be on this side. You need to be on that shoulder. And he's not getting there. And then when he arrives, he's not squared up. So he's just getting bowled over. He'll get abused in the league. And you don't want to be behind the chains too often in the league. Not a good look. But here we go. Top of the line of scrimmage. And man, I think if we get that ball out a little bit sooner, we probably have a completion. And maybe you want to fire this instead of lobbing it over. But he absolutely, again, this guy runs great routes. Watch what he does to, is that 14 or 44? 14, yeah, look at that. That's hands and feet. Hands and feet. He can run a clinic. And then he goes up for the ball. He doesn't come down with it. He doesn't come down with it. But he does a spectacular job just beating his man. Here we go. We got a better shot of it. Hands and feet. He steps across this dude's body. Chopped and gone. You don't stand a chance. Chop and gone. And there was a whole lot of opportunity. Man, it's too bad. Good makeup speed by the DB. There goes that out route. I could watch him run this route all day. I could watch him run this route all day. Let's see it. Rip. And eyes on the quarterback. Eyes on the quarterback. Let's see where he's catching it. this is actually a low ball, but he's still putting his hands out and catching. He's not letting the ball arrive. He's not waiting for the ball to arrive. His hands are out. All right. So this last little bit of film, uh, probably 4 or 5 plays. This was just to provide an example of how explosive this guy could be in the passing game. It's just a few passes, a few receptions, I should say, from this game that we're going to go ahead and include. It really was bonus. I drew it in at the last second. I was going through some all 22 footage, looking at somebody else, and I came across this, and I said, let's take a peek at my man's, because I didn't see this in the resource where I got my other film. So after about 2 minutes, I said, "Oh man, I got to go back and add this to the Kincaid video because it was just so good." So I'm just gonna let this run. You see, they did that bunch and that motion again, right? They really like that. Oh, let's see what happens here. My man goes up and over. Tight end. Ooh, look at that. And then what he does, he knows he's going out of bounds, but guess what? Let's make you feel this. Let's make you feel this. He's gonna lower his shoulder and still take that hit. Let's see if we can watch it from the end angle. That motion. Utah really do a good job with this in their offense. And look at this. Like I said in the first game, you now have the ball or the ball in the hands of a tight end who is as good as Jack, as any tight end in the nation. And he's gonna go up and over this. You have got to come better if you're gonna tackle this guy. You got to. So now we're in the slot, and we're just gonna sit and take this. See, so he's established himself as a vertical threat, right? Look at this. Look at his stem. He's still attacking with speed. So you can't assume that he's gonna sit down here and you can just come down. No, you gotta make sure you don't let him get behind you, right? He's a great receiver. He's great as a receiver. And then just look at how quickly he breaks down. Look at how quickly he breaks down. Ball's on him. It's a great job by the quarterback getting it out fast. But if you're a DB or a linebacker and you're standing over this, he beats you. Absolutely. This is where we got our fade again. Yes, absolutely. He runs this fade beautifully. And look at this. This was actually a fake screen. You see what was going on here? Watch these two guys and see what they do right at the snap of the ball. It's a fake screen. Yeah, see? So he's setting up as though he's going to receive this pass, and he's setting up as though he's going to block. So this is going to make him and him think, okay, we got to play screen. He does a good job recovering. And now watch my arm. Watch my arm. See, I'm going to make some space over here as I prepare to go put his other hand out and catch this ball. How beautiful is that? That is a thing of beauty. It's your tight end. This is your tight end. If you don't like that, you don't like football. Look at this route. Yeah, I'm going all the way back too. That's right. I am. Look at it in full time. Look at this. He deserved to be a first round draft pick. Absolutely deserved to be a first round draft pick. Of course, he's off screen now, but we're going to go ahead and be able to see the end of this. Here it is. Oh, that's lovely. It's a good pass by Ryzen there, too. I'm not a huge fan of Ryzen. We won't get into that because we're not here to review him. But that was a good pass. Now, look here. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's really interesting here. This he does a great job reading his zone, figuring out where he needs to be. Right? Watch it. He's gonna get here your lower zones, your higher zone, your zones here. So he's gonna come sit right in here. Now, if Ryzen sees him early enough, right here, this is a touchdown. He's going to the end zone. However you shake it, if you get this ball to him, but the ball's behind him, which gives this guy the opportunity to get here and keep him from getting a touchdown. But remember, this guy, Afford, Yak, I know where the DB is going to be. So we're going to turn and go this way and get that touchdown. Even though our quarterback did not give us a perfect ball, we're going to make a touchdown out of this play. Now, depending on who you believe, Dallas either did or didn't have him on their radar. They're saying they weren't going to select him. It was between Mozzie and the lineman, so on and so forth. I'm going to tell you something. This dude should have been on everybody's radar. Now, watch here. We're just going to get a clear out. This guy's going to go ahead and run up here. And our man Kincaid is going to run up here, right? I'll tell you what, though. Nobody's worried about the clear out at all. Both DBs watch Kincaid, and he still beats them to the end zone with ease. That wraps up the Kincaid review. Remember, hit me up in any of the channels, whether it's here, whether it's Discord, whether it's the Cowboys website. Probably won't be the Cowboys website because this isn't a Cowboys player. But let's have a conversation about Dalton Kincaid. Let's have a conversation about Utah if you want. Their offense was rather interesting. You only got to see snippets of it, but what did you think of that concept where they were doing with the bunch, the fake jet? It was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything they were doing off of it. What do you think of my review? Tell me how you feel about that. I got some updates coming too in terms of the things that I've been doing outside of YouTube. So I'll probably drop those in the next video because I'm just waiting to confirm some things later on in the week. As always, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Be safe and happy Mother's Day. I'm recording this on Mother's Day.